Well, it's just a lucky situation. I know it came down to the last 6 weeks of the season. About how we operate. Hey, don't forget, we live here too. We breathe the air, we drink the water.
7th home run of the year, 33 runs batted in. We had to wait until the last minute. The ball was right near the foul pole. Now let's look at that one again. This is one we like to see several times. High and deep and right near the line. Brand new ball game at 4 apiece. How about a double blast from the scoreboard? Hallelujah. Here's Bobby Molinaro. He is flying to right and popped up to the second baseman, Molitor. He's 0 for 2. Drive to right. Base hit. Well, Reggie Cleveland has lost it here in the 6th inning. He has retired a batter. The Brewers are looking out in the bullpen now to see who's ready. Bamberger looking down there, along with the pitching coach, Calvin McLeish. Sorensen and Augenstein have been throwing. Now the Sox have the lead runner on. Nobody out. 4-4 tie here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Wayne Nordhagen. He has bounced to short on both previous at-bats. Four straight hits off Reggie Cleveland. Way outside the ball. Still nobody out. Ball on the count. Norty waiting. Fouls it out of play. 1-1 the count. Molinaro takes his lead at first. Way high inside. Ball 2 and strike 1 to Nordhagen. Funny thing about Morrison, of his 7 home runs, 3 have been hit against the Brewers. The first 2 against Dan Boitano, who has since departed. Ball 3, the runner Molinaro is out at second base. Well, Molly was 13 of 16 in base stealing attempts, and he was gunned down. Charlie Moore, the Paul Molitor, the second baseman, and that takes off the lead run. Now there's one out. Nobody on. A ball 3 and strike 1 count to Wayne Nordhagen. Oh boy. 3-1 the count to Norty. Foul ball, might be a play for Charlie Moore, the catcher. And he grabs it right near the screen. Suddenly there are 2 out, nobody on. Well, of course, you never know. It might keep Cleveland in the game. 2 out. Here's Harold Baines, who doubled and scored the first White Sox run of the ball game back in the 5th inning. He's also grounded a second. He is 1 for 2. A 4-4 tie here in the bottom of the 6th. Both clubs with a run in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. Easy tap to Cooper. Short hops it and blows it. Molitor backing him up to the first, but the pitcher wasn't over there. Cooper tried to short hop that high bouncing spinner, and it skipped by him, and Molitor backing up on the play made a great effort, but Cleveland wasn't on the bag. Watch Cooper get caught in between hops there. Bud Molitor's quite a player. Well, they're going to give Baines a bad hop signal. Although it wasn't a bad hop, it was just one of those in-betweeners. Now here's Thad Bosley. Bosley has struck out and sacrificed. He's 0 for 1. So the lead run again on. Sox now have 7 hits, 1 fewer than the Brewers. 2 out. Well, Boz has got home run power, although he seldom hits a home run. There's a ball low, ball 1. Brewers have 8 hits. The White Sox have 7. Each club with 4 runs. Here at the bottom of the 6th. Baines on at first, 2 out. Toss over there to keep him close. Well, Molinaro hangs on. Instead of getting thrown out at second, he still only have 1 out and 2 men on. Drives it well to deep right center field. Long run for Lascano. He makes the catch in front of the bullpen. He may be having trouble with the bat this year, but he is a superb defensive outfielder, and he took away an extra base hit from Bosley and the lead run from the Sox. Great catch by Lascano. He literally outran that rocket off Bosley's bat to deep right center field. In the inning, the Sox get the 3 tying runs on Morrison's dramatic home run just inside the left field foul pole. They come up with a total of 5 hits. They leave 1 man on. Well, Harry Carey will be back to take you the rest of the way of this exciting ball game. After 6 innings here at Comiskey Park, we're all tied. The White Sox 4, the Brewers 4.
Never before on earth has McDonald's offered a game with so many prizes. Announcing McDonald's $6 million winning combination game with over 10 million prizes.
Come into McDonald's and pick up your free game card. You could win up to $50,000 or a delicious food prize like a Big Mac sandwich or an icy cold Coca-Cola. And hold on to your cards, because each week there'll be new winning numbers posted.
McDonald's $6 million winning combination game. Play today.
Steve McQueen is the hunter.
Mr. Thorson is a bounty hunter.
For a price, you go after anyone.
Assault, attempted murder, armed robbery. See how happy he'll be to see you. You'll talk, you'll make friends.
Steve McQueen is the hunter. A true story, rated PG.
See The Hunter, opening Friday at a theater near you.
The White Sox take on the Kansas City Royals in a weekend series August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Friday night, you'll want to be on hand for the festive Italian night pregame activities and fireworks after the game. Saturday night, if you're one of the first 10,000 fans, you'll get a Dubuque Stadium cushion. And on Sunday, prior to the afternoon game at 1:15, Walt Disney's Herbie the Love Bug will make a special appearance at Comiskey Park. Tickets for the Kansas City weekend and all upcoming home games are on sale now at the box office and at Ticketron.
Harry Carey back at the ballpark. We're going into the top of the 7th inning, all tied up. A 3-run homer by Jim Morrison. Just made it into the left field stands. That's as good as hitting one a mile. Here's the pitch swung on, a bouncing ball foul. Paul Molitor leading it off. He's 2 out of 3. The boys are here from the Athletic Club in Crown Point, Indiana. There's a curve low and outside. They're here from Aurora, Illinois. Ray Bastian and Mike Heinz, both 10 years old. Here's a high pop fly on the infield. Morrison calling for it. 1 out. Molitor popped out to Morrison. They're from Hebron, Indiana. One man out. Here's Robin Yount. He's 0 for 3. There's a bouncing ball to short. Cruz has it. There's the peg. Pulled him off the bag, but he tagged him out. up, 2 down. Watch the replay. Now, Cruz fires, but he's wide. Squires comes off and tags Robinette. 2 away. Nobody on. 4-4 tie. Here's Cecil Cooper. He walked, double, and single so far. Fastball in there for a strike call. Oakland walloped Toronto 11-1. Jim Palmer pitching for Baltimore at Texas. Baltimore leads 2-0. Detroit shut out California 3-0. Cleveland won its 8th in a row, beating Seattle. There's a smash to Squires. He's got it. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. We're going to the bottom of the 7th now to score. All tied up. Milwaukee 4, the White Sox 4. Hey! Everybody! All right, Nancy, let me hear you. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back for its root. Root for the White Sox. If they don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Sportmart, save new vinyl coated water ski vest by Eero. Schaumburg, Niles, Lombard, Calumet City, Oaklawn. For sports, it's Sportmart.
Hi, I'm Lindsey Nelson for The Racers. Each week, I'll take you to one of America's most demanding race courses for a variety of its best and most exciting race action. Along the way, you'll meet, up close, the world's greatest motorsports competitors, giving you their unique inside look into one of the world's most difficult and dangerous professions. I hope you'll join me for the excitement of high-speed action each week on The Racers.
Saturday afternoon at 1:30 on TV 44.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, all tied up, 4-4. Greg Pryor's going to lead it off. He batted in a run with an infield out in the 5th. Here's Pryor. Milwaukee is out hit the White Sox 8-7. Neither team has made an error. The scorer gave Cecil Cooper a real break on an easy routine ground ball that he fumbled, feeling it with one hand. They called it a hit for Baines, which I know Harold will appreciate. Pryor up there. Cubs didn't score in the 1st. That's San Diego. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Texas batting bottom of the 6th against Jim Palmer. There's a strike. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the 7th, 4-4 tie. Hey, swings and he misses. Friday night will be Italian night. Boy, fireworks, dancing the donkey. Bump Wills just hit a homer off Jim Palmer. There's a line drive by Pryor into center field. Thomas has to play it on 1 bound. A base hit. Pryor singles the center. George Bamberger comes out. That's going to be all for Reggie Cleveland. We're going to have a new pitcher. We'll tell you more about him following this.
Sportmart. Mart. Save famous Big John Downrigger, $89.94. Sport Mart, Schaumburg, Niles, Lombard, Calumet City, Oak Lawn. For sports, it's Sport Mart.
WBMX FM 103 is always a relief, because if you're looking for hits, we bring them to you. BMX FM 103, where you're always safe. Whether you just want to lay back and listen, or you really want to blow it out. Stay with WBMX FM 103 and check out the White Sox.
Day after day, we get cars that were poorly serviced someplace else. Well, we get them back into shape, and we appreciate the business. But that means the customer is paid twice. At Milex, we think paying once is enough. That's why all Milex parts and services are guaranteed in writing for 6,000 miles or 120 days. And our prices are competitive. So when your car needs service, don't pay twice. Come to Milex and get it done right in the first place.
This is Larry Sorensen, a right-hander who's been in the starting rotation for the Milwaukee Brewers until recently. Sorensen was 1-7, lost 6. This is only the 3rd time he's relieved this year. This is his 22nd appearance, in which 19 have been starts. Ricky Seilheimer will face him with a runner at first. Nobody out, he's going to bunt. He bunts, they're going to have a play at he throws to first. They had a play at second base. I don't think Sorensen was ready for the bunt. He acted like he was surprised. Watch this now. The ball is bunted right back to him. He doesn't even look. Well, that gives us a chance now at the go-ahead run. Now, keep in mind, the White Sox are without the services of Ed Farmer, who's been ill with a kidney infection. Here's Todd Cruz. He's 1 out of 2 tonight. Popped it up. Sharp left center. Ogilvie calling for the ball. Young gets out of the way. Say that play was done just perfectly. The shortstop goes out as far as he can to catch the ball until he hears his outfielder. When he hears his outfielder, he gets out of the way. 2 minutes gone. Here's Squires now. He's had 1 out of 3. Base hit will put the White Sox ahead. A good fastball over the inside corner. 1 strike and nothing. Bottom of the 7th, the White Sox tied up 4-4. He had a cut and he missed. Montreal batting in the 9th, tied with Cincinnati, 1-1. Minnesota batting in the 7th, tied with the Yankees, 1-1. 2 strikes and nothing. A fastball misses. The outfield is playing Squires straight away. Not too deep. The White Sox came from behind twice. They trailed 1-0 in the 5th. They tied it in their half, 1-1. They trailed 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th. They got 3 to tie it. All 3 on Morrison's home run. pop fly coming on. Ogilvie to make the catch. Looked like Squires might have swung at a bad ball. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left at the end of 7 in an exciting ball game, tied up at 4.
I got a loan from HFC for this darkroom. Nice, huh?
Household finance. People use our money to get the most out of life.
Come on home to Chevrolet. Come on home today.
Andy McAdams, he came home.
Yeah, I just traded a Honda for my Chevy Citation. It's got power everything and all the spunk I need. It's everything I ever wanted in a car.
Not only did Andy McAdams come home, but in the last calendar year, more people have traded their foreign cars for Chevrolet than any car, foreign or domestic.
Come on home to Chevrolet. Come on home today.
Come on home.
Today's your brute day.
Today you've got a running start. You're a man who feels the part.
It's your lucky brute day today.
All the signs look good today, and everything seems to go your way.
Today's your brute day.
You can feel your luck running hot.
Today's your brute day.
With Brute, you'll give it your best shot.
Today's your brute day. It's your lucky brute day.
Make every day your Brute day with Brute by Fabergé.
Today.
Carey and Jimmy Pearsall back in the ballpark. We're going to the top of the 8th. We want to congratulate Mike and Deetra Thibodeau on the birth of their daughter, Laureen Michael.
Did you find out that J.R. Richards had a blood clot in his neck?
No.
And I can remember only a few days ago when one of the writers in town wrote that he had a bad arm now and also a bad head. Phil Hirsch wrote that, Harry, and he owes him an apology because he was never even near Houston, but yet he gave him a rip.
We're going to the 8th.
That's the Sun-Times, Harry. Typical Sun-Times.
Well, you're having trouble with the Sun-Times, and I'm having trouble with Dave Condon of the Tribune.
Yeah, but the Tribune don't rip when you open it.
13,344.
Hey, Harry, what did I put down up here? I can't find the paper. Here it is, 13,861. I win tonight. I win something.
You now owe me $12. Well, let's see. 13. Well, Friday night we'll go over the 900,000 mark in home attendance. Here's a curve inside. This is Gorman Thomas leading it on. We're in the 8th, tied up 4-4. Once again, Lamar Hoyt has hung in there.
Good ball game, Harry.
Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Hey, how to cut.
You remember this song, Harry? I feel a long night coming on.
Yeah.
This may be a long night.
I'm on the board a happy 35th anniversary to Mary and Nelson Campbell.
Now, we miss Farmer right here, without any question. I don't know what the story is on Farmer, but he just is not here. I guess he's got a kidney infection.
2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch on the way. Below, don't walk anybody. Ball 3.
Well, you got to be a little careful on this guy, I guess.
Ben Ogilvie is next. 13,344 paid. Now the pitch, here it is. Hey, how to cut it, he missed. And now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gorman Thomas was hitting .249, but with 21 homers and 58 runs batted in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled it back.
Boy, right now, Pryor is guarding that line and playing deep at third, and this is where young players got to remember, when it's late in the ball game now, you don't want to double by the third baseman, as you see him right there. In fact, everybody's deep in the park. Good picture of the whole field.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Cubs are out in front of San Diego, 1-0. Up on the board, they welcome the Joliet Police Department. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bouncing ball right to Pryor. He's got it. There's the peg. Easy out.
That's the 4th play tonight for Pryor. He's handled a few tough ones. He's just like picking cherries for him over there.
For Detroit. That game's not over yet. Detroit was leading 3-0 on the scoreboard. They don't have any inning, and I assumed the game was over. But according to the ticker, the game is in the 8th. Lopez is now pitching for Detroit in the 8th. Here's Ogilvy. Long drive foul into the upper deck. 1 strike and nothing.
You think this fellow's going for a home run? 25 home dingers he's got.
That's going to be his greatest year in that department. Low inside.
Mike Proley's up now throwing for the White Sox.
Last year, Ogilvy hit 29. Already this year, he's hit 25. A ball and a strike. Ground ball to Squires, but it's foul.
See how close he was playing that line. There was sometimes if a ball goes over that line and the player isn't there, they'll call it fair. But he was guarding that line. Welcome, Joliet Police Department.
Yeah, we mentioned before.
Yeah.
A lot of Chicago police are here, too. 2 strikes on the ball. Line drive foul. Outside first.
There you see the dugout. That's Davis, the outfielder.
2 strikes on the ball. There's a drive, deep right field, way back. Look out, it might be. Hit it! The 26th of the year for Ben Ogilvy. And Milwaukee has taken the lead 5-4. Boy, he was behind on the count, too.
That's Ogilvy's 4th home run of the year against us. He and Jan have both got 4 now.
There's a happy dugout. Watch it again.
Breaking ball, too. Oh, boy, does he like that ball out over the plate where he can reach those arms. That's gone way up in there.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Guy caught it.
So it's 5-4, Milwaukee. Now the delivery, it's inside. And down goes Lascano.
Little late, Harry. I always feel that when you knock the next guy down, the horse is out of the barn. That doesn't show me too much.
Minnesota batting in the bottom of the 8th, tied with the Yankees 1-1. Minnesota beat them last night 3-2. He had a cut.
He really scared him, didn't he, Harry? Yeah.
Stanley has gone into relief for the Red Sox. Kansas City in the 7th.
Boy, it's nice to have 3 or 4 guys that can hit the ball at the ballpark that can win a ball game. How do you get those guys?
Hey, he swings at a curve. Well, in the case of Ogilvy, you'd get him by trade.
Is Slayton still with them?
Yeah, he's hurt, though. Got a bad arm. A little bit inside. Traded the Milwaukee Brewers for pitcher Jim Slayton and Rich Folkers in '77. Now they also have Slayton and Ogilvy. There's a bouncing ball to the shortstop. Cruz throws to first for the out. I'll bring up Don Money. Phillies beat Houston 6-4 tonight. How would you like to be paying Nolan Ryan $1 million a year? His record is he's won 5, he's lost 8.
I'd have an investigation.
Ruthven was the winner, 10-7. Ryan, the loser, 5-8. Here's the pitch to Money for a strike call.
I think if I was going to pay a guy $1 million a year, I'd have to say, you got to, if you don't win more than 10 games, you give me half back.
Here's a pitch swung on and a high pop fly. Short center Bosley is in. Makes the catch. But one run on a homer by Ogilvy, one hit. No errors, nobody left. We go into the bottom of the 8th. 5-4, Milwaukee.
You know what's best for your car.
Polyglycode.
But there's a shell game going on right now.
Polyrazzmatazz.
There are newcomers in the paint sealant and rust-proofing industry seeking to imitate polyglycode. Don't be confused or fooled by similar names.
Polyglycode.
To protect you and your car, call this toll-free 800 number for the nearest new car dealer who handles bona fide polyglycode products. Accept no substitutes. There's only one polyglycode. Call us now.
If you choose your tools as carefully as you use them, choose Master Mechanic Tools from True Value Hardware stores. Master Mechanic Tools are American-made from superior materials to give you the performance and long life you would expect from a professional quality tool. True Value Hardware stores are so confident of this quality that they'll replace any Master Mechanic tool that fails to perform as expected. And that means any tool from the wide line of Master Mechanic tools sold only at participating True Value Hardware stores.
The Cascade River and Milwaukee, Wisconsin are 2,000 miles apart, but both places mean one thing to these guys, something great. The Cascade means salmon, and Milwaukee means beer. Cold, crisp, old Milwaukee beer. And man, were they ever made for each other.
Whenever you think of the town of Milwaukee,
you think of beer.
And old Milwaukee tastes as great as its name.
Yeah. You know, it doesn't get any better than this.
Carey back in the ballpark. We go in the bottom of the 8th. White Sox trail 5-4. Here's Jim Morrison, who tied it up with a 3-run homer. His last time up, the pet. Takes it low. Tom Piklansky and his group from Sportsman's in Whiting, Indiana are here. So's Al Agia from Sportsman's Corner. They're here from the Oak Lawn Police Department. Second shift. Here's the pitch to Morrison, line right to the shortstop. Off his chest in the center field. Morrison is safe with a single.
Boy, he really ripped that ball. Handcuffed. Now watch this ball. It's out away from him, just where he likes it. Boy, he rips it. Now watch the hop. Hits him in the chest. Well, I don't know if there's any doubt about that, Harry. Now watch how fast Gorman comes up. He might have been able to make a double, but the ball was hit so hard maybe he couldn't get a good jump on it.
He didn't realize the ball was getting away from Young, or he would have made a double. He'd slowed up. Bill Castro and Jerry Augustine. Augustine, the left-hander, warming up in the bullpen. Here's Molinaro now.
That'll be Button, I imagine.
Breaking ball outside. Larry Sorensen in relief. Reggie Cleveland.
Molinaro, his last time up, after we got 4 hits in a row, with nobody out trying to steal second, was thrown out. Really took us out of an inning.
Reggie Cleveland started this game, gave up 8 hits and 4 runs in the 6 innings that he worked. He struck out 2 and didn't walk anybody. The pitch to Molinaro, and it's a little bit outside. 2 balls, no strike. Molinaro has given no indication of bunting.
Well, let's see if they got a hit and run out here or something.
Two balls, no strikes. Throw over to first, the runner back.
Boy, Ogilvy is way off the line in left field.
The pitch to Molinaro. Strike.
Oh, boy, where was that pitch?
2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he kicked that pitch, Harry. Let's see that again.
I don't know, the way Molinaro is moving.
Oh, watch the catcher now, Harry. Look how he has to go way outside. See how far outside that ball is? That ball's way outside. He's right on top of the plate.
Look right over the outside corner to me.
Okay.
You must have a different angle. 2 balls and a strike.
God, I'm trying to help.
Morris in the lead. Now he bunts. And the ball is bunted foul.
What kind of an attempt was that at a bunt? You got to get the guy over. Now you got to turn around and give yourself up. But we got some guys, Harry, that just don't want to do certain things. And if you got the bunt on there, you better turn around and give yourself up. That time, if we see it again, watch how the ball's by him and we can see it again. Now watch this. See, now he pushes at it. Instead of getting the ball out in front of him, he tries to get a base hit down the third baseline. And don't ever stand like that at home plate, you young players, because if that ball's fair, you'd be a very embarrassed young man.
Montreal beat Cincinnati 2-1.
Hit a home run.
The pick. Ground ball, Molitor to his left, a diving stop. Throws, not in time. It hurt. Base hit, and he might be hurt. Let's see. He's getting up. An infield hit after a great stop by Molitor.
Molitor now goes to his left, and he dives, and he rolls over on his neck. Now watch this. Now watch how he rolls over here, right here. Now, when he throws off, nothing on the ball at all. And Molinaro beats it easy. Fine play for us.
Now it's runners at first and second. He fell on top of the ball, and he couldn't get back up to his feet. That's what really helped us. Now it's runners at first and second. Nobody out, and here's Nordhagen. Don Baylor hit a homer with 1 on, his second of the year for California at Detroit tonight.
Right now, I got to send Kim up there to pinch hit the butt. You got to get him over.
Runners at first and second, nobody out. Nordhagen is 0 for 3. He was going to bunt the breaking ball in there for a strike call. 1 strike and nothing. Texas tied up Baltimore 2-2. Here comes George Bamberger, the manager, out to talk to Larry Sorensen. Nobody out, runners at first and second.
They tell me, Harry, that Bamberger probably one of the finest pitching coaches when he was in the Baltimore organization for many years. And he likes to go out to the mound himself. He doesn't like to send messages. He likes to deliver his own message. And he's lost about 25 pounds since he's had his open heart surgery operation. He looks great.
So it's runners at first and second. Nordhagen has been looking down at Bobby Winkle. They're expecting him to bunt. That's a tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. There's a smash, fair ball. 1 run will score. Another man going to third. The throw from the outfield is wild. And the White Sox have tied it up, have runners at second and third with nobody out, as Nordhagen ripped the double over third base.
You know, Harry, when you're 17 games behind, you can do anything you want. And that's a great play by Nordhagen. He just ripped that inside pitch. Here you'll see it now. Gandner's playing in, looking for a bunt. He drives it right by him. See? No way he can get that ball. Ogilvy's got to come a long way. Here comes the runner to score. Now watch, he throws in the middle of the diamond. Terrible throw as Morrison scores. Moore has to go over to stop it.
So Nordhagen has driven in his 43rd run of the year. This game is tied up 5-5, and we're going to have a new pitcher. Jerry Augustine coming into pitch. We'll tell you more about him following this.
Call TrueLink Fence. It's our 28th anniversary, and we're celebrating by fighting inflation with lower prices. Call TrueLink Fence, 463-7010.
One of the oldest forms of plastering is stucco. In years gone by, many of our most prominent buildings, such as the Edgewater Beach Hotel, were stuccoed. The famous architect, Frank Lloyd Wright, used stucco very extensively in his designs. Today's modern methods have widened the versatility of stucco. Frequently, materials are applied by machine, which has resulted in an increased variety of colors and finishes. The range of such textures is unlimited, and today's stucco buildings are low-cost, permanent structures which retain their style and beauty throughout the lifetime of the building. However, many inferior imitations of genuine stucco have appeared on the market. A good stucco job requires a competent plastering contractor who observes industry standards. The Chicago Plastering Institute has an up-to-date list of contractors who will deliver a quality stucco job. A call to 237-6910 will bring a copy to you.
Well, we have Jerry Augustine coming in to face Harold Baines. Baines is 2 out of 3 tonight. The infield is coming in. Let's see what they do here. Augustine in relief. Sorensen gave up 3 straight hits in this inning.
Excuse me, Harry. He's a fastball pitcher. That's the name of his game. He'll throw breaking stuff, but fastball is his best pitch.
Infield in. Boy, they've been ahead 3 different times tonight. Popped it up on the first pitch. Shortstop Robin Yount is there. Look at Molitor coming over to third base.
Lemon's going to pinch hit for Bosley.
Boy, that was a big out. Lemon comes out. He's got a bunion on his foot. That's why he didn't start.
They may walk him right here. Let's see what happens.
Lemon hitting .272, 7 homers, and only 33 runs batted in.
Augustine making his 25th appearance. He started 1 game, got 2 saves. His ERA is 4.50. He's won 3 and lost 2. Augustine last year was 9-6 with Milwaukee. He is 28 years old, 6 feet tall, 185 pounds. So Lemon now with a chance to break open this game for us. He's going to pinch hit.
Well, let's see what the Brewers do here. Now they got a Castro right-hander down in the bullpen. They could walk Lemon intentionally to fill the bases. And that's what they're going to do. Lemon will be intentionally packed. That'll fill the bases with only 1 out and bring up Greg Pryor. Pryor hits left-handers well.
He certainly does. You know, he knows the ball tails away from him, and he goes the other way a lot. That's just what we want now is a fly ball somewhere.
Baltimore has taken the lead again at Texas, 3-2 in the 7th. So Lemon trots down to first base. The bases are loaded with 1 out. Another exciting ball game. And boy, we'll have a lot of this excitement over the weekend. Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday afternoon against the division-leading Kansas City Royals. Here's George Bamberger coming out. He may want to bring the right-hander in here, and that's what he wants.
Well, do you bring up Johnson?
We got Pryor, who's had 1 out of 3 and drove in a row. We have Lamar Johnson and Randy Johnson in the bullpen.
I'm thinking of the young kid. Here he comes. Here comes the young man.
There's Bill Castro. And Randy Johnson is going to be the pinch hitter. But he's got a great swing.
Oh, I'll tell you, he'll give you your money's worth when you watch him. Castro so far this year is 0-3, making his 36th appearance. ERA of 2.98. He's got 6 saves. The leader on this staff in saves is McClure with 8. Castro is a hard thrower. He also wets him up a little bit, they tell me. But by the looks of his 0-3, he hasn't been able to get it over too much. We got a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. In fact, 2 right-handers now as Robinson is warming up with Proley. So if we could score something here right now, we may have a new pitcher.
All right, the game is tied. There's 1 out. Bases are loaded. Randy Johnson, 21-year-old rookie, hitting .214. He's had 3 hits and 14 times at bat, and he has driven in 1 run.
At Glen Falls in a half a season, he had 25 home runs. So he's certainly a real threat to hit that long fly ball.
Castro, just finishing his practice tosses. He's 26 years old, from Santo Domingo.
Boy, in this inning, Morrison let it off with a shot off of Jan's chest. Molinaro grounded a shot to the left of Molitor, who made a fine play but couldn't throw him out. And then Nordhagen doubled down the line for a run. Runners on second and third. Then Baines popped up, and the left-hander got him out. And now Lemon pinch hit for Bosley and got walked, and in come Castro. So Johnson put us out in front right here.
All right, bases loaded. The infield's going to play back halfway. Castro getting ready to pitch. 21-year-old Randy Johnson coming up with a chance to deliver a game-winning hit. Now the signal given. Here's the pitch on the way. And it's low and inside, a slider, ball 1.
I like him, Harry. He just looks right at that ball.
There you see Lemon at first base.
Reminds me of a guy like Williams who looked that ball into the glove.
Nordhagen at second. Molinaro at third. Castro breaks his contact with the rubber.
Trying to break the concentration of Johnson.
1 ball, no strikes. There's a line drive in the left center. Gorman Thomas makes a great catch. No chance for a play at the plate. Sacrifice fly. Boy, that Thomas had a great jump on that ball.
How about that young man, Harry, hitting that ball out away from him and hit a shot. Here you'll see it now. Watch where the pitch is. Out away from him, down. Boy, and he rips it. And as Harry said, Gorman Thomas with a good jump saves another run right here on a fine running catch. But we're out in front, 6-5.
All right, looking ahead to the 9th inning. They'll have Gantner, Moore, and Molitor coming up in that order. So let's get some more. Here's Ricky Seilheimer. He's 0 for 2 tonight, the pick. Swings at a breaking ball, and he misses. 1 strike and nothing. St. Louis at San Francisco, no score in the first. Cubs are tied at San Diego, 1-1 in the third. The pitch. Hey, he swings and he misses another breaking ball. 2 strikes and nothing. White Sox leading 6-5. Now the delivery given. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Cooper's got it. The pitcher covers the toss. He's out to retire the side. But the White Sox pick up 2 runs. 3 hits. No errors. 2 left. At the end of 8. White Sox 6, Milwaukee 5.
We've climbed the highest mountain, flown across the Atlantic, set foot on the moon. And yet, miles below the ocean surface, the most impossible task still awaits mankind.
Raising the Titanic is the biggest job with the highest stakes anybody ever dreamt of.
The last great human adventure is about to begin. And you will be there to raise the Titanic. Rated PG.
Starts Friday at a selected theater near you. Check newspapers for listings.
We interrupt this summer to bring you some of the refreshing smiles of winter.
Makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola has life. Have a coconut smile.
you can do it.
Okay, one more, Daddy.
Please, Katie, just jump once. And then we'll go have dinner.
Where?
McDonald's?
You deserve a break today. Nobody makes your day like McDonald's can.
Harry Carey back at the ballpark. The White Sox leading by a run going in the ninth. Mike Crowley will be the new pitcher. Mike going for his 6th save. Sorensen is the pitcher of record so far for Milwaukee. We have Mike Crowley pitching, Kevin Bell playing third, and Chet Lemon in center field. Changes for the White Sox. Jim Gantner, who drove in a couple of runs with a triple in the 6th, will lead it off against Crowley. First pitch is high and outside. The White Sox without Ed Farmer, who's recovering from a kidney infection. Had a cut and he fouled it back. A ball and a strike. Minnesota batting in the 9th against the Yankees, tied up 1-1. Jim Gantner leading it off. An exciting ball game. High drive into left field. Deep, gonna be caught. Nordhagen is there, and he has it. Gantner fly deep to Nordhagen. One away. Now we'll bring up Charlie Moore, the catcher. He's nothing out of 2. No homers, 14 runs batted in. The White Sox are behind 1-0 the 5th. They tied it in their half at 1-1. They're behind 4-1 going into the bottom of the 6th. They tied it with 3, 4-4. They trail 5-4 going into the bottom of the 8th. They got 2 to take the lead. First time they've led all night. Maybe this is the perfect time. Hey, had a cut. 2 strikes and nothing. 1 out. Paul Molitor will be up next. Mike Crowley going for the save. Low and outside. 2 strikes on the ball. Boy, this game could really hurt Milwaukee as they try to make up ground on the Yankees. Low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. High pop fly into foul territory. Harold Baines on the run. Can't reach it. Count stays 2-2. The community of SS Constantine and Helen Greek Orthodox Church. Their annual parade Saturday, August the 16th at Palos Hills. And also on Saturday and Sunday, the Grecian Village Festival. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball, center field. Lemon is there. 2 gone. 1 more, and it's all over. Friday night will be Italian night here. Here's Paul Molitor. He's 2 out of 4. He'll be followed by Robin Yount. So let's end it right here. swings and he misses. Mike Crowley going for his 6th save. This is the 12th game between these two clubs this year. Milwaukee has won 7. White Sox shooting for their 5th. The crowd alive. This could be it. A ball and a strike. Listen to the crowd. Fastball high. 2 strikes and a ball. Detroit trailing California 6-5 in the 9th. Listen to the crowd. Here's the pitch. That evens the count, 2-2. Everybody is on their feet. Two balls, 2 strikes. Everybody's on their feet. Listen to them. Here it is. Fly ball, center field. Sox win. Sox win. Sox have beaten Milwaukee 6-5. Boy, this really hurts. The Brewers chanced, and they were in front 3 different times, only to lose. The White Sox come bouncing back to either tie or going ahead for the final time. We'll be back with the totals. Look at that dugout, first of all. Everybody congratulating each other. Mike Crowley, number 24, shaking hands all around. And Dewey Robinson.
11 hits, no errors.
So the final score, the White Sox win at 6-5. We'll be back with the official totals and the highlights in a moment.
Come on home to Chevrolet, come on home today.
Roger and Beth Wolf, they came home.
We traded in a Toyota for our Chevy Chevette.
Yeah, it had everything we wanted.
And the price was right.
Even has room for Beth's 50-pound saddle.
Not only did Roger and Beth come home, but in the last calendar year, more people have traded their foreign cars for Chevrolet than any car, foreign or domestic.
Come on home to Chevrolet, come on home today. Come on home.
Competition has always been a part of my life. So when I talk about Checker Oil, I think to myself, Sayers, you're right at home. Checker has always had competitive gas prices, and it's been that way for 30 years. Checker keeps tightening its belt, keeps its overhead low, and its quality high. So when Chicagoland people say, Checker gas is good, price is right, you can believe them. That Checker, it's a gas.
It's here, Zenith's annual clearance sale. Outstanding buys like this 13-inch portable color TV for just $328. Or choose the 19-inch table model with 1-knob electronic tuning, clearance priced. This giant 25-inch console model, just $598. Over $100 worth of videotape is yours free when you purchase this 1980 video cassette recorder. Zenith quality at low prices, now at participating Zenith dealers.
Carey back in the ballpark. Well, I tell you, just to hear the fervor and the excitement in this crowd, just 13,000 people, but they sounded like 100,000 here, and a game that really meant much more to Milwaukee than it did to the White Sox, because the White Sox are well out of it. But still, it gives you an idea how hungry these fans are for a winning team, and may it happen real soon. The heroes are many, and 21-year-old Randy Johnson has the thrill tonight of knowing that he is credited with the game-winning play. It was his sacrifice fly that drove in the run that gave the White Sox their 6-5 victory. The big hit in the 9th inning again came from Wayne Nordhagen with runners on first and second. Most people expecting him maybe to bunt. He drilled one down the third base line like a bullet, tying up the ball game, putting the White Sox in a position to score the go-ahead run on a sacrifice fly. Lamar Hoyt, another fine starting performance, and his record now is 4-0. He hasn't been beaten this year. Here are the totals: 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Chicago White Sox. Lamar Hoyt, the winner. He now has won 4 and lost none. Mike Crowley came in to pick up the save, his 6th of the year. For the Milwaukee Brewers, who are really hurt by this one because they were ahead 3 different times, and if you're a team that's going to win, you've got to be able to hold leads in late innings, and they couldn't do it. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Brewers. Their loser is Larry Sorensen, who has won 7 and lost 7. So Ben Ogilvie, who gave them the lead with his 26th home run of the year, was almost a hero for the Brewers, but the White Sox were not to be denied. They came from behind 1-0 to tie. They came from behind 4-1 to tie. They came from behind 5-4 to win. So that's it. A lot of heroes. Jim Morrison almost forgot his 3-run homer that tied it in the 6th inning. That was only 1 of 3 hits that he had. So, as always is the case when you win, the heroes are many. Tomorrow will be an off day, and then Friday night is Italian night. Whether you're Italian or not, you'll be welcome here. So come on out and have some fun with us when the White Sox open a 3-game series against the Kansas City Royals. Well, that's it. A thrilling night. Don't go away. Jimmy will have an interesting post-game guest coming up for you in a moment. Now Harry Carey from Comiskey Park, wishing you all a very pleasant good evening, repeating the happy score, the good guys 6 and Milwaukee 5. So long, everybody.
The Chicago White Sox have been brought to you by the following participating advertisers. Old Milwaukee Beer, the beer that tastes as great as its name. Old Milwaukee Beer. Chevrolet and your local Chevy dealer. If you're looking for the right car or truck right now, come home to Chevrolet. True Value Hardware Stores. True Value, more than just a name, it's our